We could have just done this on the road later, but why not? Why? No, wait. No, I don't want to cook right now.
Oh.
Hello there, come to check on the progress with the lance. Well, you ought to know I'd never work on it where those brothers could see. So, how goes the relic search? Have you found anything? Even if it seems like a piece of rubbish, show it to me anyway. There might be a hidden trick to it like the others. Here you go. I handed Neris the junk we picked up during our travels. And this is? It looks like no more than rubbish at a glance, but I say it never hurts to be thorough. If this goes here, then... capital. Never gets old. Absolutely magnificent. All the wisdom of the ancients sitting in the palm of my hand. Rather gives a chap the strength to go on.
That's awful.
It's like this every time. At this point, I think your reactions are more interesting than the relics, Neris.
Well.
Oh, so this what's-it's set up like this, eh? Then it could be forward compatible with modern design.
Oh.
Aha! Eureka! I'm struck, lad. Thunderstruck. Neris of moments ago was a driveling buffoon compared to the now. It's all thanks to you.
Thank you.
Welcome, I think. Thank you for the hero's leaves of light. But you know, the more I see them, the more mysterious they get. They're fundamentally different from igniters in both process and function.
That's...
It's a tea shop chain. It's doing a Genshin collab in the... Oh, yes. I think I did see that, and I think the closest one to me is in New York City, and that's not gonna happen. I can only imagine how long the line is, but that's the one that's doing the, it's like a Klee and Jean thing. It's Klee and someone, and it has like the cute little Dodoko Huggy for a cup, and I want it so badly. Not badly enough to go to New York City and wait in a line that's probably miles long, though. No. I wish they'd collabed with like a bigger tea place. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there are more on like the West Coast, but on the East Coast, I think it is literally just the one in New York. So, kind of unfortunate. And I don't think you can order anything online either. Ordinarily, magic just isn't viable without mag-led magic igniters, whether for the Gauntlet Runner or otherwise. But Klee is my favorite Genshin character, so it's kind of unfortunate that I can't get it. In fact, this country's technology practically relies on magic igniters, dangerous dependency bets. Might be why I'm so drawn to these relics, or Ulogs. Do you dislike igniters?
No.
No. They're fine things that are quite worth researching, but wielding power beyond one's limits is a fast track to madness. I've seen it happen, old boy.
The truth is...
Took a lot of experimentation. I'd rather forget that, truth be told. I was once approached by the government to personally participate in igniter development. They'd gathered up some destitute parapists who had no other place to go and subjected them to experiment after awful experiment. They were using the igniters on the parapists? You didn't stop it.
About that.
No.
The experiments had already started by the time they'd gotten around to asking me, and at that point, my dissent would have been met with an insect underfoot. Would have been met like an insect underfoot. I lost track of several engineers I once considered friends that did participate, and it's hard to imagine what evils they worked there. Us tech-minded maniacs were all too easily led astray. Dangle some new technology in front of our eyes, and curiosity will win over ethics every time. I never openly opposed the projects, absorbing myself in Gauntlet Runner research. Thinking back on it, I suppose that was an easy way to bury a guilty conscience. Naive as it was, I wanted to be responsible for an invention that inspired dreams, not one meant only for death and destruction. And now, after all that, I've been kicked back down to the bottom rung. It's better that way. You miss out on fame. This is actually a step up. You know what? This is a step up.
No.
Yeah. Me and Nuris are on the same page. You're not wrong. These days, I get to cruise and ramble as I please with a seat in the Prince's own rudder. Though it's only because of my past choices that I can show off my best work nowadays. And the entire kingdom is a fine venue for it. A scholar could ask nothing more. I can sense Nuris's pride as a researcher as well as his deep trust in me. What did we get?
I'm a lucky man to be part of your
increases
grand
skill
quest.
inheritance. Listen, I'm probably never going to equip someone like legitimately with Gunner. It has its uses every now and again. It's just not my style. All that said, I hope you'll still keep an eye out for these relics, eh?
This one's important.
Will do, sir. Ooh, thank you for... Or no. You will be giving me 8 heroes fruit. Something is nagging at me, though. What the devil are all these relic pieces so scattered about the world? Why are they, actually? Words. Seems to me like they were all once part of a greater whole. So is this some kind of natural, coincidental dispersal or something else altogether? Considering they're all in treasure chests inside relatively dangerous dungeons, I would say it was, like, purposeful. Not natural.
Well.
Well, next time you bring a relic, we may very well get the answer. Counting on you as always. I'll do my best. Thank you
Time
for the
marches
600
on, and
mag.
the age of a new king draws nearer.
Speaking of which,
Since we got some time before the fake lance is ready, I let Basilio and Fidelio know that we are going to settle in here for a little bit. And I can't imagine they responded to that with a chummy little nod and a smile. Hardly. So I made something up about how the tide was too unstable to sail on. I mean, what's one more little lie on top of the heap? They bought it, I think.
most helpful.
Is that so? Well, that works out in our favor. Now we must simply carry on as we normally do, doing all our usual activities so as not to arouse their suspicions. Okay.
Well then,
Time to get to work. Okay, Hulkenberg could be ranked up. I assume I need my tolerance to be higher for Maria. Yeah. It'll happen one day. Take me to
all right then.
the
Where to?
gauntlet runner. No. The
Let's go.
gauntlet runner. All right, all right. First of all, let me steal stuff. Clear water and meat. That's not what I wanted. I needed salt. Okay. How long does it take to get?
So, what should we do?
Okay, well, based on the number of seats, I think we're definitely getting one more team member. Route map. How many days
Now
does it
then.
take to get here?
We'll face danger here.
All right.
3 days. Okay, so I can...
I cannot.
Yeah, but
Weather seems pretty bad there today. We might hit delays.
it's your call.
Yeah. I do want to get my weather fortune told.
Ah,
I can go
see.
here today, which is what I wanted. But I need the forecast for here.
This place.
Okay.
Understood.
I think Edeni can do something about
All right,
the
then.
weather, or he's just who we go to learn about the weather. We'll find out.
Go.
Dragon statue. Yo.
Hello there.
Oh, hi there. Actually, do you have a moment to talk? I think you'll find it to your benefit. My benefit?
Yes.
Yes, it's about my staff. It's a divine relic, which has been passed down through generations of chiefs, though to describe its power is a challenge. You've met fortune tellers who can predict the weather in other cities, have you not? They're descended from a priestly lineage, and I share the same power. In addition, if I use this staff to pray, not yet certain, but I believe I could clear up stormy weather. Once a day, that is.
What?
Clear up stormy weather? Would that extend to making places that are way too hot cooler? That's right. Although, again, I've not tested this power extensively. That's why I'd like to use it to aid you, if I can. Let us push its limits together. That's a tremendous power. Well, I haven't spent my days training in the service of the gods for nothing. It is, however, extremely taxing, so I would hope you will compensate me accordingly. I'm not certain how well it'll work, so I won't require payment for the first time, but next time I'd like an almighty golden stew or 20 marbled bluefin tuna. No. You can also ask Edeni to change a dungeon's inclement weather to sunny for 3 days. You can only change the weather for one location at a time. If the weather looks bad at a dungeon you want to visit, ask Edeni for help before setting out. Note that while you gain more experience in battles fought during inclement weather, there are downsides as well, such as turn icons no longer decreasing by half, even when attacking an enemy's weakness. Almighty Golden Stew is Yufa's specialty dish. Oh, gonna miss her cooking, huh? Well, we could probably get a lot more out of our travels with power like this on our side. Then shall we try it now? Yeah, I'd like to borrow your power. I'll first divine the weather in each region.
The weather.
If there's bad weather in a dungeon, I may be able to use my power to clear it any place you'd like me to check. Yeah,
This place.
here. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna need you to fix that for me.
Will that be all?
This is where you'd like tamer weather? Yes.
Now then.
Well then allow me to call forth my power. Excellent. It went well, I think. The weather should hold in the place you selected for 3 days, yes. Okay. Then, let's get to it.
What now? All right, then.
Gauntlet
head there right
Runner.
away.
Let's go.
Are we departing? Now then.
Okay, we are going
Oh, I don't like that.
here.
We could fulfill a request there.
The residents here are having trouble with a bird monster. Juna, you wish to rectify their situation, correct? It's not right that a monster is preventing them from mourning their deceased. Can I enlist your help? Of course. We shall eradicate the fiend, and the departed shall find their repose.
Let's go then, love.
You've my gratitude, everyone.
It's your call.
We should get there by midday. Can we make it back by tonight? But of course, so long as you don't dilly-dally, that is. I'm not coming back today. You crazy?
Great. Let's move out.
Okay, here we go. Don't forget, stay alert till we get there. Neris's voice is echoing out of the runner's phone. There's some sort of altar that's appeared in the lounge. Yufa said something about it possessing divine powers, so give it a look. Yufa has arranged an altar in the lounge. Use it to dedicate a heartfelt prayer to another person, which may increase their maximum MP. Ooh.
What to pick?
Okay. That would increase my courage. I think I already stole from the pantry. Cooking. Almighty Golden Stew uses goldfish, melomuk, and lumabee. That's fine. Secret of Secrets we could make now. I don't know where the heck I got a Lord of the Lake from. No idea. I don't have any briny salt, so that's out of the question. Brocaded koi. Well, let's make 2 of this so that we'll be ready to give it to him if we need to later.
All good.
Since this is a Virga Island recipe, I'm sure Yufa will teach you. I'll go get her. Back home, we would most frequently cook things by placing them into stews alongside plentiful herbs and spices. Etruria is blessed with a warm climate. Perhaps that is why its people prefer foods that cause them to perspire. Our spices range from sharp to refreshing, and we select them according to the needs of our body at the time. Interesting. I began preparing the food alongside Yufa.
May I?
You need only a pinch of that herb for the best results. Add too much and it becomes a most deadly poison, so I urge you to be cautious. Oh. Your tights are very green. Like, shockingly green. When I prepare a meal, I cast a spell, an incantation infused with my love and affection.
I want to say...
Frey, let us cast it together. Nuramata imau renaxio. The stew, it smells so fragrant, and its flavor has so many layers.
What this is?
This almighty golden stew is a secret recipe of the Mustari tribe. It's good for your health, so please help yourself to it. Thanks to speed cooking, I cooked without time passing. Thank you. Okay.
All right then.
So right now we have a courage increase. Nothing downstairs. We could fish. Okay, let's... They're just talking. Okay, Yufa did not add a book, so let's read Top Secret Poetry. Even though it says not to read. Bold block letters span the cover. Do not read. Something tells me this is Juna's creative journal. I haven't read it yet. It's probably something Juna wrote herself. It says not to read it, but doesn't that just make you want to look inside more? If I read this book, I may gain more courage. Fantastic. I need that for 2 people right now, so read the book. Maybe by the time we're done this excursion, I'll have enough courage to move on with my life. Clusters of cryptic phrases and abstract drawings fill the pages. Was this written in some sort of trance? The difference between moonlight and starlight, the difference between me and you, the difference between love and romance. Inquiries like these flood the pages. I don't know why, but reading through this has got me in a cold sweat. Shivers are running down my spine. Should we really be reading this in the same room as Juna? I feel like that's a dumb decision on our part. Well, we can certainly say that artistic expression is a serious business for Juna. I feel like glimpsing Juna's raw creative passion has increased my courage.
All right.
Oh, I got 5 courage. Dang. All right, there's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick up from here next time.